ConectUS Wireless is excited to be back at the Channel Partners Expo, and we can't wait to see everyone there. Visit us at booth 101, home of the NASCAR Experience. We're back and bigger than ever, located near the entrance of the show. Stop by to learn how you can rev up your revenue by selling Verizon's industry-leading wireless solutions. While you're there, challenge us to cornhole or Connect 4, or take one of our racing simulators for a spin and conquer Texas Motor Speedway. We'll see you at the Venetian.
Hey everybody, welcome to Partner News Live, and just as you saw, the 30-second ad there is for Channel Partners. Channel Partners is coming up in what, 3 weeks, Shelley? Can you remember the dates?
Yes, it is from April 13th through the 16th, and that's Monday through Thursday. And then the last one will be on Thursday till noon.
Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, what do we have for you today? We have an interview with a couple of folks from on Virtue, and they're talking about RealWear. Heads-up display sounds very futuristic, but actually you can all be upselling, cross-selling to your existing customers. Lots of great ideas for its use for mom and pops all the way up to 50, 60, 1,000 seat businesses. What else do we have today? You're going to be telling us again about TMP, which has still got quite a while to run as well. And I believe you've got a couple of offers you're going to be looking at as well. Today,
Yes.
I am also going to be reminding people of how they can get free entry into the expo or reduced discounted entry into the larger conference there in Las Vegas coming up real
Yes.
soon. But right now, I need to get you once again to tell everybody about our sponsors.
Yes. By now, it should be no surprise to you that Team Texas is the sole sponsor of Partner News Live. Neil wanted us to advertise solar panels or one of those drinks of you drink a pint of corn oil with cinnamon at bedtime. I had to put my foot down and say, no, Neil, we do not need to do that. So, based just north of Dallas, Fort Worth Airport, with the affordable hotels nearby, Team Texas will arrange an amazing day out for you or your staff or your business customers and prospects. David Starr and Kim Starr are both very knowledgeable about all the Verizon products, the services, and they are the best. Let me tell you that again. They are the best salespeople and advocates you could ever wish for. Together, they'll create an event tailored specifically to your needs and wishes. And as a ConectUS partner, they will give you a special price and fantastic service.
Excellent, excellent. That's Kelly. Oh my goodness. Looking forward to, as I said a moment or two ago, looking forward to speaking with Kristen Narini and Jeremy Ward from Virtu in just a couple of minutes. But first, I want to ask you, Shelley Stapp, do you remember this fellow? We talked about him last November. Yeah,
Yes.
the character is Ryland Grace, played by.
Gosling.
Yeah, and I told you that I'd already read the book by Andy Weir, The Martian, and I was looking forward to the movie coming out. Well, the movie came out on Friday. I've seen it. My son and I went to see it on Saturday. It blew us away. It's fantastic. And what was curious, I just happened to mention it to a few folks recently, and two of my friends had actually read the book as well. So they were, when I spoke with them, looking forward to seeing the movie as well. When you and I spoke about this movie, and the book is fantastic, I didn't want to tell you about this fellow. This is Rocky, because in the book, we don't find out about Rocky until halfway through. So it's a big surprise and it's an exciting surprise. But I mean, all of the trailers that have been on YouTube and on the
Right.
TV, everybody's talking about Rocky. So I feel I can tell everyone. So it's science fiction, of course. It's man by himself trying to save the world. Actually, there's more to it than that. But
Right.
really, what really makes the movie and the novel is the bromance. This little fellow here, he's about 20% more intelligent than a regular human being. You know, as you can see, he's got no eyes. You can't quite tell from this picture. He's inside a plastic bubble because neither of them can share each other's atmospheres. So this is a totally alien. And yet the best part of the story is they buddy up. They buddy
Right.
together. They work as a buddy pair, you know, to save the world in inverted commas. So it's just, I cannot recommend it enough. It is a fantastic movie. Ryan Gosling is great in the part, indeed, as he always is. You know, it's coming back to Earth for a moment. You may remember separately from our previous conversation, Shelley. You know, I have a love hate relationship with NASA. And it's kind of funny that Ryan Gosling, would you believe, starred as Neil Armstrong 4, 5, 6 years ago in a movie called First Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. And there was Corey Skull starred as Buzz Aldrin in the movie. And of course, Buzz Aldrin is my lifetime hero. Buzz Aldrin, he's 96 now, would you believe?
Oh,
So
wow.
yes, love hate relationship because something that really hacks me off is that President George W. Bush announced the Orion spacecraft over 20 years ago. 20 years ago, Shelley. And guess what? It's never carried, in 20 years, it's never carried even one human being into space. So
Mm.
this fellow here is Jared Isaacman. Jared Isaacman, he was appointed as the new administrator of NASA just in December there. And a couple of weeks back, he did this is a still shot from a press briefing, and essentially he's looked at the whole situation, big overview. He's cancelled what's called Block 1B and Block 2 of the Space Launch System, yeah, which would never have been ready for another 50 years anyway. What he's then done is he said instead of launching an Artemis spacecraft, you know, every 10 years or never, yeah, he's saying we're going to get one Artemis launch every year or even better, but relying only on the existing Block 1. So good for him. I'm not going to go into details on this, but the day after his press release, you know, they showed us this picture. This is Block 1. Instead of having the bigger spacecraft, these are United Launch Alliance Centaur 5. So from the picture, it looks like the Centaur 5 is going to be used along with the Space Launch System Block 1 in order to get us back to the moon, hopefully, before the People's Republic of China, the PRC. Okay, with that, I think it's time to go over to meet with Kristen and Jeremy.
All right.
As promised, we get Kristen Naomi. Kristen, am I saying your name correctly?
Yeah, spot on.
Close enough. Thank you. You're giving me a free pass. Jeremy Ward, great to see you again.
Likewise, Neil. Thanks for having us.
Melissa Rogers as well has joined us. Melissa, great to see you too. Thanks for being with us today. So we're going to be talking about RealWear, yeah, AI-assisted glasses or smart glasses, if you like, or I like to call them a heads-up display. But first, Jeremy, you know, just for our new viewers, will you remind us, please, who are On Virtue and what do you do?
Yeah, so we on Virtu has the privilege of being a unique partner with ConectUS. We're a hardware provider, so we are a distributor, kind of a VAD of sorts, and so we're part of the ecosystem. We do provide different routers, switches, hardware, assisted reality glasses. So we have a nice little boutique ecosystem. Everything's complementary. So, you know, as we know with your network of resellers, one of the most important things is the activations. And so what you're going to see today from Kristen and team is a hardware solution really focused on and relying on connectivity. So we'll talk a little bit more about that as we go through today. But excited to be here, Neil. Our specialty, again, is the hardware and the kitting and the fulfillment. So we can do a lot of ship on behalf for your partners, direct to the customer, you know, SIM card place, do testing at our warehouse before it goes to the customer. So a lot of times that last mile of a deployment is the most pivotal. So that's where we come in. So not only providing the hardware, but getting it to the customer. So yeah, great to be here, Neil.
Thank you. So glad to see you as well. You know something, we're only about what 3.5 weeks to go until Channel Partners in Vegas. Will you and Kristen be there?
Oh, absolutely.
It's right outside my window, actually.
It never is. It never is.
It is.
So that means when we take a break, we can come to your place, Kristen, for lunch?
You can.
I love people asking people that question when they're a captive interviewee on a live production like this. Shame on me, Kristen. Thank you so much. Hey, listen, Melissa. You are the one who is managing Channel Partners, our booth, our meeting room, getting the car there, getting all the equipment there, 2 demos. Oh my goodness! What advice do you have for our partners who are still hemming and hawing about being there at Channel Partners?
I think they definitely need to know that time is of the essence. They need to book their hotel rooms, book their flights, because the prices will just keep going up. And we want them to be able to stay where they want to stay and get the flight that they want to get.
Oh, fantastic. Yes, please do. We've talked last time with Shelley about everything that we're going to be doing there. I'm hoping, Melissa, you'll be back with us again in a couple of weeks' time just to give us all the final layouts and final details. But we've already seen some of the graphics. I mean, what we have is ridiculous. It's massive in a fantastic, fantastic place. Kristen,
Yes.
let's come to you. And again, thank you so much for joining us today. So, tell us about RealWear, please.
RealWear. All right, I've got some of our stuff here with me, of course. It's always attached to my hip, or should I say head. So we make these industrial smart glasses, and they don't look like traditional glasses, as you can tell.
Yes.
Because they're very purpose-built for frontline workers. People that don't necessarily, work behind a desk or have that kind of stability of being at the office, but they're out and about, they're out in the field, they're out in the workplace. And these guys really need the most advanced tools to be not only the safest they can be at work, because they're doing the jobs that are most dangerous usually out there, or they're out in the field. We all know how exhausting that can be, and how that can just take a toll. So being efficient is another factor. We don't want people to have to keep going out to sites repeatedly because they couldn't fix something on the first time. So our headset is really made for keeping people more efficient and keeping them more safe and letting them work with their hands free. So that's why they look the way that they do. They're monocular devices. Keep your real life as the priority, and the display is almost like your heads up display when you're driving your car. You glance down to get the gas and what music's on, and this kind of works the same. You just glance over and you've got a full head mounted computer just at your side.
You know something, Kristen? It looks so futuristic. We've been seeing these in science fiction movies for a couple of decades now. I've seen some of the photographs, and this is not designed for someone to be walking around in the high street, trying to find their next romantic partner. This is for people who are working at the pit face, is it not? Doing something manual with their hands, doing some kind of task. And instead of having to pick up this and look at YouTube, what do I do next with my Mitsubishi's rear brake pads? Tell us just what kind of things does this do?
You're totally keeping it real, because not only do we have the people that are, a little nervous about smart glasses, but we also have the people that are a little nervous about AI. So now we've got the combination of the two. And I really love working here. And I actually kind of stalked out the company because I was so fascinated by what they were doing, because they're really using both of these factors in a way that really just changes the way people can be more safe. I mean, we're saving lives with this headset. It's not like it's one of those things where you throw on VR to play a game, for example. We're really doing some really exciting and transformational things that are very real. It's not like a future state. And that's what I really enjoy about working here. So yeah, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, when you see somebody in their real life work environment, not in a dream state where you're like, oh, okay, I can imagine it would be that way, but you see them at their job.
Yes.
And you can tell, hey, this guy's climbing up a wind turbine thousands of feet up in the air. There's no way he's holding his phone trying to do a blade inspection. Not safe. It's loud. How are you going to be able to capture that? So, in environments where, either you're holding on to be safe, whether you're climbing a narrow, slippery ladder, or you are actually using your hands to fix those Mitsubishi brake pads. We see that in every scenario where it really brings benefit if your hands are free. It sounds so simple.
Immediately you think of your automotive, you think of your, oil and gas applications, your, technicians, where you see people actively using their hands. But something we're seeing more and more, and I blame Kristen for this, is training, fast track training employees. We're working with a very large data center company. They're a global company, and one of the easiest ways they've found is to have one of these headsets. They have training groups coming in, 25 people at a time. There's a headset assigned to each person. There's stations. So, in a data center is a very complex environment. You've got different power sources, different connectivity sources coming in. So each station of this active data center, they've got little QR codes. You walk up with this headset, you can scan the QR code, and it will actively show you what this instrument is. It will show you somebody else on a pre-recorded video actively working on it with their own hands, recorded on a headset. So there's a lot of really interesting use cases that this is really serving. She mentioned some medical use cases where they're having no field surgeons, and you've got field nurses who are having to perform surgery and using these headsets. They've got doctors, stateside, that are able to walk some of these field techs through complicated surgery. So the use cases are really immense. I mean, it's really incredible. So Kristen's background is training. So I mentioned that we're seeing more and more training verticals. I think that's something she has really just lit a fire on, but it's something that makes sense. To her point, you've got a day one employee who's now on par with seasoned vets because of the ability to connect with the job so quickly.
I'm with you. Hey, Kristen, so while we're talking about training, could you just tell us what kinds of things are the trainees seeing on this heads-up display in front of them during training? Are they seeing words? Are they seeing still pictures? Are they seeing video? Are they listening to a voice instruction? What are they actually seeing typically?
Yeah, I'm going to give you a demo of that. I think that's the best way to show it. And then going back to that original, I just totally derailed your original question.
No, it's perfect. No, great. No, thank you.
Okay. You guys let me know if or when you can see this. You can see? Okay. This is just a normal program you can do for any screen sharing. And this is actually what I see. Navigate home. So this is my home screen, okay? And every one of these bold words is a voice command. Remember, I was saying there's no training. You don't have to be an expert in AI to know how to do this. That's because the words are on the screen for you to say, okay? So for example, if I wanted to just launch the camera, I would say, my camera. And because the voice commands are built on the headset and not, this part is not based off Wi-Fi, the actual voice commands are on the headset, it's very fast and very accurate. Zoom level 2, take photo. Now I've got a picture. Navigate home. So now when I want to, let's say, call an expert, or I want to leverage, a database and tap into learning how to fix something, then that's where the connectivity comes into place. And real deal, some of our customers are in really tough environments. That's why we chose to partner with Virtue and folks like yourself, because you guys are the Wi-Fi gurus over here, and we are not. We just make this hardware. So whether you're out in the field or on a rig, or you've just got some really strenuous Wi-Fi, parameters, we want to make sure you're connected so you can do those things like remote assistance and remote inspections. That's where Wi-Fi comes into place.
And Teams calls. So and that's really why we wanted to showcase RealWear at Channel Partners this year. With you guys, we're working on a connectivity bundle that will be highlighted at Channel Partners. So excited to show that to everybody, available through on Virtu, of course, empowered by connectivity through ConectUS. So we're really excited. We'll have a couple different Wi-Fi options for you in terms of routers. So yeah, excited. Again, these are those ancillary activations that exist out there in the customer base that you already have. And so that was kind of why we really felt like RealWear was such a unique player for channel partners. And one thing I do want to just throw out there, there's always the with them question, right? What's in it for you? Yeah, definite healthy margins. I know we're all here at the end of the day to make some money. So RealWear is a great way to capture those activations and capture some great revenue together.
Just incredible, Jeremy. Just incredible. Thank you. I know that Rick has been expanding our micro website behind the firewall with information about this product and about OnVirtu in general. So that's on myconnectus.com, and all of our viewers have got access to that. But for now, I want to ask you both, let's assume for a moment that some of our partners have been out to see an existing customer. They want to expand their ARPU, revenue per user. They want to upsell, cross sell. And so they pitched this as a potential solution. What should they do now so that you can help them make the sale?
Yeah, definitely reach out to me, jward at onvirtu.com. The easiest way to get in touch with me. I will co-sell with you. And RealWear has been incredible from a support standpoint, especially when it comes to the deployment and testing, making sure that everything's set up from the tech side. The IT infrastructure is all in a line. So yeah, we will be your partners in crime and Johnny on the spot for you.
So, Jeremy, I'm so looking forward to seeing the two of you at Channel Partners. And Kristen said just a few moments ago, you're going to be bringing some of these headsets for folks to try out for themselves.
Absolutely. We'll have multiple of the different headsets there live. The connectivity bundle will be highlighted and showcased at the massive booth you guys have, so you don't want to miss it. Come by and see us. And like Neil pointed out, this will all be through the web portal as well that will all launch at Channel Partners. So come check us out.
Fantastic. All right, Jeremy Ward and Kristen Niini, thank you so much for joining us today. And Melissa, I promise in just a few moments' time, I am going to be reminding everybody how they can get free entry to the expo. But yeah, just to remind them, please be booking your hotels and flights now. We look forward to seeing you all in Vegas. Jeremy, I noticed that Kristen had to drop. Please pass on our thanks to her, and I look forward to seeing you real soon. Take care.
Likewise. Thanks, Neil. Thanks, Melissa.
Bye.
Anyways, I think it's time for us to talk about TMP.
TMP, yes, Neil. So open enrollment for TMP, Total Mobile Protection, is here again, and it continues until May 3rd. New devices can be enrolled for TMP at any time throughout the year. Pretty much all of our business customers can get a second chance and you a second chance to sell TMP during open enrollment. Here's the pitch slide showing all the statistics that you can be showing your business customers and prospects. And we can send you this presentation deck. Just ask. There are two flavors of TMP. For a single lines or two lines, there is TMP, then TMP-MD for multiple seats up to 49. Please note that the lady in the photo is holding up her index finger to the audience, just so you know. The yellow area in the slide shows a summary of the top benefits. If you are in the mood, scan the QR code to test your knowledge of TMP and TMPD. The get out there and upsell, cross sell, and increase your ARPU. Neil, do you have time for me to talk about the two offers that we can be selling for the next 6 days? Remember, y'all, this is for the next 6 days. You can tell I'm in Texas when I say that. Yes, that's obvious. Well, the first one. Thanks, Neil. Back to you.
No, fantastic, fantastic. Thank you for doing this. I'm thinking that I should take my turn now and remind everybody how to get either free entry to Channel Partners Expo or significantly reduced entry into the convention, the conference itself. So let's do that now.
Okay.
Now, it's quite a long URL, so Rick is sending out the link in the usual MailChimp emails to you all. If you need the URL because you don't receive the emails for some reason, get in touch with me, Neil at ConectUS.com, and I will send you the link. But here it is up the top. It's very long winded. But once you get there, I want to draw your attention to this. Okay, this is the discount page, and you're going to be registering with the discount code ConectUS, all capitals. But before we go any further, it says offer valid for qualified channel partners only. MSPs, agents, resellers, integrators, and end user consultants. Now, this is important. If you fill in the wrong one, you not only will you not see the discounted prices, but you won't have access to use this code. Let's see what happens when we register now with the code ConnectUS. Okay, so I'm filling in all my usual information here. What should I call myself? Something like that. Let me give myself a password. Okay, everyone. This is the important part. Account manager doesn't really matter. What is your what size your company? What is your business? Right. This is where it gets a little bit complicated. I'm going to say VAR solution provider. Okay. Then I'm going to hit next. And the first thing you will notice, Shelley, although no one else has seen it, is the prices are already halved by selecting VAR in this case. So that's a good sign, because when we then hit next and it takes us to the bill, it offers us all these add-ons. I'm not going to bother with these just now because I want to get to the most important place. And that is the fact that it's already noted that we put in, and remember, it's always uppercase ConnectUS. Make sure you spell it correctly with one N. And this is how you get the discount, taking it down to the $0. And then you're going to hit on next.
There we go. Ding, 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 ding. You're the winner.
Ding, 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 indeed. All righty then. So everybody, please, 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 now is the time. You have to be there. So many people to meet. And I've said it before, just a quick reminder. Melissa said, do you remember to mention the glass house? We have the meeting there. It's right beside the booth. We can have two meetings simultaneously, and with the glass surround, the polycarbonate windows all surround, it cuts down some of the noise. So you can meet with your own prospects and customers without having to, walk 10 or 15 minutes to a restaurant or to a hotel suite or something like that. So, you need to be there. So now is the time to book your flights. Shelley, I can't believe how fast a half hour goes.
Yes, it does. Well, there's lots to talk about. That's why it goes by fast.
Yeah, you're right. Next time, though, I'm going to have Melissa Rogers come on with us, Shelley, and I'm going to get her to actually watch. She's the one, that's overall planning our presence, ConectUS Wireless presence at the show at Channel Partners. So I'm going to ask her to come on with us and she'll have the slides and the renderings, such like. We understand there's been a change to the car since the last time that you and I shared some of the images with us. I think the booth is largely laid out the way we showed it before, but I'm hoping we'll have better renderings of it.
Yes.
Next time, I believe we're going to have two more of our sponsors joining us. I think we're going to have Kings 3 with us. They'll be talking with us, Shelley, next time live here. 2 weeks today, Wednesday. And I believe we also have someone from Pixel coming to join us.
Wow, awesome.
Google Pixel. So looking forward to that, Shelley. Looking forward to seeing you again, and looking forward to all you at home joining us once again for
Yes.
Partner News Live. All right. Say goodbye, Shelley.
Bye-bye, Shelley.
Goodbye, everyone. Take care.